hurricane season, and it is Hurricane Preparedness Week. Fox Weather's your Hurricane HQ. We're inching closer to the start of the Atlantic hurricane season, so naturally we want to make sure we cover all the bases so that you are ready to respond when it comes to these storm-prone areas.
Fox Weather Correspondent Brandy Campbell is live in Mobile, Alabama this morning. Brandy, good morning. You're out there all day. You got the breeze blowing. Hey, no rain, I think, in the forecast, but there is a look of some hurricane hunters out there.
That's right. We have good weather today as we talk about this hurricane season. We know we're now less than a month away from June 1st, the first day to kick off that season. Now, here in Mobile, Alabama, the NOAA National Hurricane Center's Hurricane Awareness Tour starts. This is the second stop they've made this week. And as you take a look behind me, you can see we have one of the aircrafts, and there's more beyond that one. But first, I want to introduce you guys to Mike Brennan. He is the director of the National Hurricane Center down in Miami. So first off, thoughts on, we're less than a month away from this year's hurricane season, and you guys are here trying to bring some awareness to folks in Mobile.
Yeah, the whole point of the Hurricane Awareness Tour is it's our outreach and education effort. We're 27 days away from the start of the hurricane season. It's a great reminder for people. This is the time to prepare, know what your risk is, start to get ready, show off these aircraft and the partnership between the NOAA aircraft, the Air Force Reserve, hurricane hunters, the critical data they collect for us at the Hurricane Center, which helps us make better forecasts and issue better warnings.
Right. So, of course, you guys heard what he said. It's not just us, the media, that's here able to show you guys at home their equipment, but the public can show up. I know you guys mentioned there will be 4th and 5th graders showing up today, as well as just, anyone who lives here in the area that's curious to see what you guys have. What would you say to anybody who might be watching and wants to, run over this afternoon?
Yeah, if you're in the Mobile, Pensacola area, the gates open for public tours at 1:30 Central Time, close at 3:30. We will have those last few folks going through the aircraft by 4, but it's a great chance to come out and tour the aircraft, talk to the flight crews, find out what they do. Everybody loves to see the planes and talk to the folks in flight suits about their experiences flying into storms.
All right. So now they've got some pretty interesting stories.
Yeah.
So speaking of the aircrafts, can you walk us through what you guys have available for everyone to see today? We can start with this one right here.
Yeah, this is the Air Force Reserve C-130J aircraft. There are 10 of these that are part of the 53rd Weather Reconnaissance Squadron. They fly out of Keesler Air Force Base in Biloxi, Mississippi. So they fly a lot of what we call fixed missions that fly in a hurricane at about 10,000 feet above ground level. They measure, they find the center of the storm, measure the flight level winds, release dropsons, measure how big the storm is. They can also fly low-level invest missions to see if we have a developing system very down close to the ocean surface.
Okay, and as we swing around, we have the other component to the hurricane hunters and the aircrafts included. Tell us about this one, Miss Piggy, right?
Yeah, this is Miss Piggy. It's one of the 2 NOAA P-3 aircraft. It can do a lot of the same things the Air Force plane does, but on the back there it has a tail Doppler radar, which can scan through, just like the radar you see on TV that's ground-based. It can fly a radar into the hurricane, measure data about the storm structure, its intensity that comes back to us at the Hurricane Center. They can also launch some small drones or uncrewed systems out of the aircraft, just like they launch a dropson, and it can go fly down near the ocean surface and collect data that we're starting to get in real time and experimenting with.
Gotcha. Okay, so more science on board the WP3. Okay, so beyond the P3, we see a smaller plane. So we're going to walk this way. Bear with us, guys. It's a little bit further away from where we're standing, but tell us about that one as well. What's the name of it?
Yeah, it's the King Air. It's one of NOAA's light aircraft, but in the hurricane, its hurricane role is to basically fly over affected areas, and it can take very high-resolution post-storm photography. It actually flew over Jamaica last year after Hurricane Melissa, and it can give us really the first look at what the damage looks like from a powerful storm when it's difficult to get information from on the ground. And you can do a comparison of before and after photos. You can see how far inland the storm surge went, what the wind damage looks like. So it's really, its role is gathering that data after the event happens.
And today is actually my first time seeing the King Air in person. It's really neat. I actually crawled underneath the aircraft and I could see, I think it had maybe 4 cameras that I could see at least. So, and we on Fox Weather use those images, the before and after, showing what it looks like, from the damage of a storm. So For you, I'm curious, going into this next hurricane season, are there any lessons from the last season that you guys are using going into this 2026 hurricane season?
Yeah, I think we learned lessons from every storm. I mean, I think the storm of last season that everybody remembers was Melissa. We were able to make some really accurate and aggressive forecasts of Melissa's rapid intensification and able to give the folks in Jamaica a really unprecedented lead time that we were going to have a high-end Category 4, Category 5 hurricane. That doesn't stop the damage, but we were able to, get people aware and able to have them prepare. So that follows the trend we've seen in Helene and Milton going back in 2024. But it's also a reminder that, one of the big risks, especially here on the Gulf Coast and in Florida, are those rapidly developing storms that can form, rapidly strengthen, and then make landfall within 3 or 4 days. So it's why it's so important to have your hurricane plan in place now so that you're not scrambling when a storm threatens your community during the season.
Right. So along those lines, having a plan in place for the season, I know sometimes it seems easier said than done, but what would you say to people at home? Maybe what's some easy things they can at least start with, given we have less than a month till it starts?
Well, if you live near the coast, the first thing you have to do is find out if you live in a storm surge evacuation zone. You can find that information by searching for your county emergency management office, sometimes your state, and that can tell you if you live in an area where you might have to evacuate for a tropical storm or hurricane, because that really forms the basis of your entire preparedness plan. If you could be asked to leave your home, you got to figure out where you're going to go to get to a safe shelter, hopefully just a few miles away out of that storm surge zone, to a shelter, a hotel, the home of a friend or relative where you can safely ride out the storm. Everybody needs a multi-day emergency supply kit that you can put together with several days of non-perishable food, water, batteries, medicine, any other essentials that you're going to need to survive several days after a disaster. And that can be useful for a hurricane or any other natural disaster you might have to deal with.
Gotcha. Okay, some solid advice right there. Okay, so what's next for this stop? I know this is the second day of it here for the Gulf Coast at least.
Yeah, tomorrow we fly, or actually later today, we're going to fly to Lake Charles, Louisiana, and we'll have the event there at the Lake Charles Airport tomorrow. Very much like today, there'll be the opportunity for the public to come out. We'll have the media, we'll have emergency managers, some school kids, so it'll be a great day out there. You can find out more at hurricanes.gov. Up at the top of the website, you've got a link about the Hurricane Awareness Tour to find out more details there.
All right. Thank you so much, Director Brennan. I appreciate you joining us here on Fox Weather. All right, guys, we're going to send it back to you here from Mobile.
Yeah, it feels like an exclusive interview to be able to get Michael Brennan, Dr.
with
Brennan.
like the hurricane hunters behind. I know.
Miss Piggy just casually hanging out behind you. I think I encourage the public to get out there if they can. What an incredible resource. And to be able to see the aircraft up close, it does provide such critical data during the season. So, Brandy, appreciate that. A lot to learn and a lot of good advice as we get closer to the season. Correspondent Brandy Campbell, as well as the director of the National Hurricane Center, Dr. Michael Brennan. Thanks, Brandy.